Coxon. No. You know, I get it, right? You're sleeping with Emma?
A what?
You and Emma have sex sometimes. I get it. She's tired, she calls you up, you drive over and have sex for, I'm guessing, 10 minutes. Think that's gonna last?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you do. And that's fine for now. But you should just know that I'm gonna be there right next to her every day. Using big words. Saving people's lives. Then when she's done having fun with you, she's gonna come running to me because I'm a grown-up. And I have a real job. I can actually take care of her. You know? I'm the guy she marries, Adam. You're the guy she fucked a couple of times in the handicap bathroom.
This is exactly what a man Gina looks like. This is the man that has no self-worth, no self-value. He believes if he works really, really hard and crosses all his T's and dots all of his I's, he can one day say, here, look what I did, look what I built, look what I made. And you think that is what's going to get the attention of the female. And I can't fault him because we do live in a society where men aren't human beings, they're human doings. And their value and their virtue and their worth is based on what they can do, not who they are. Yes, what men do affects who they are, but that's not all of who they are. But not in our society. See, he has to compete with men that he thinks he's better than for the attention of women, which he thinks he's not. No morals, no values, no standards. He's the reason why women have such entitlement issues, why women can piss their youth away, engaging in immoral behavior, promiscuity, vulgarity, open herself up to become emotional unavailable, mentally unstable, because these women know that there's men in society that will put up with it. And he will, because he was taught that girls are sugar and spice and everything nice. See, he was told that for a man to have morals and standards makes him judgmental and shallow. So he doesn't know he can do any better. He thinks this is all he can do. Even though he knows most of his friends will tell him that's not the type of girl you want. His mom would say she's not the type you bring home to me. But he doesn't care because he has no self-worth. He doesn't mind taking her at in her depreciated state because he's like the king's men. He wants to attempt to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. So he's going to work more harder. He's going to build bigger. He's going to do everything he can do to prove and impress her by doing things, not giving her his personality, not just being who he is, because that's not enough. The problem is, when that doesn't work, it can be damaging to society. When a person builds up so much oomph and all the work they did to build this facade, and when society rejects it, or once they lose that ability to do that, it's dangerous. And I'll show you why in a later video. A situation that was a sad story. But this is definitely what a man Gina looks like. He reinforces the lie that feminism tells women, that they can take their time, piss around their youth, the time in their life when their stock is the highest, and they could play the field, spend time with undeserving men, because that guy that was put in the friend zone, eventually he'll get a shot to come out. But he gets his shot when it's too late, when she's got all this baggage, when she's all depressed, when she's at her lowest point in life, Now she wants you out of the friend zone. Now she wants to take the benefit of all your hard work and hard labor. And then you, like an idiot, you give it to her. But she didn't respect you. She didn't love you. She just tolerated you because she knew you would do what she wanted. And then eventually, she can leave you. And all that hard work you did, it gets to go with her too. Because you weren't wise enough to protect your assets. You wanted to share with her. Because you're a simp and a mangina. This is the number one reason why the mentality of a lot of American women will never change. Because there are men being emasculated day to day. And they have no values. They have no self-worth. They will take the bottom of the barrel any day. They don't know how to do better. They don't know how to want more. They believe in walking on eggshells, and they're never not worthy enough for what someone else trashed. You want what someone else didn't. You're investing more in something that has less value. See, when she was in her prime, she didn't want you. But it doesn't matter to the mangina, because he felt like he wasn't worthy anyways. As long as men with this mentality exist, women will have no incentive to change their personalities to be more realistic, because their knight in shining armor will come for a select few. The majority won't get it, but a select few will. The mangina. He defends the honor of a female who has no honor. He puts the woman that has no respect for herself, her body, her mind, her soul, or even her future husband or mate. But that doesn't matter to him. He doesn't know any better. This is a perfect example of a guy, the type of guy not to be. Know your worth, know your value, work hard, do what you do for you. But if you try to get the attention of a female with what you do and not with who you are, most of the time you're going to attract the wrong things. And when you lose what you can do, or you change what you can do, she has nothing else to rely on, because who you are was never important to her. It's what you do that was.
It backfired on her. So it backfired. Okay, first of all, so you married him because you were attracted to what he had, like his money.
Yes.
Okay.
We were friends before getting married, and as a friend, he was a great provider, always gave me what I needed, and if I asked for money, he gave it to me. And then, so when he proposed to me, I decided, well, yeah, you know, he was a great provider as a friend. This will be even better. As a wife, I'll get everything now.
So when you're walking down the aisle, there's people on this side, people on that side, people are crying and stuff, and they're thinking, oh, this love, look at my baby, and this love. What are you thinking when you're walking down that aisle?
To be honest,
Yeah.
I'm thinking that it'll turn into love.
Wow.
I'll get there. Don't worry. Just hold on.
You'll get there.
I'll get there.
Okay. So, Sherman, what happened to your relationship? I know you lost your business. You went from having so much money to losing your business.
Yes.
And then what happened?
I lost my wife because I couldn't provide the things that she wanted and the things that she needed. But because I felt as though we had a child after we got married, and I felt as though that we should have focused more on that than going to do this and going to do that. And our child should have been first, not money. I didn't know, I had no idea that we was marrying each other for money.
So when she's walking toward you, what are you thinking as that your bride is walking toward you on your wedding day?
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Luckiest man in the world.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, tear.
So did you try to make it work?
Well, we tried, but There's no satisfying when I was listening. We tried to make it work, but it couldn't work because I could not provide the things that she wanted.
I understand it really broke you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it broke you to tears.
Oh, yeah, I cried about it. I cried about it, but I couldn't let it kick me down. I had to pick myself up, brush myself off, and keep it moving because we have a child together.
But Tyra, don't misunderstand anything. I did try. It wasn't like I just said, okay, well, finances is going. But it was like after we got married, he lost his car, he lost his job. Everything was all on me. And I started feeling like, well, God, I might as well be by myself if I do everything all by myself.
I gotta go, y'all.
What do you mean you gotta go? We're tied. Somebody has to lose. It's the American way.
Hey, somebody did lose. And you already know I gotta go do that thing.
What thing? What?
You know, I gotta take Suzanne to the airport.
Take Suzanne to the airport in the morning. Wow! You are stuck in the friend zone. Oh, yeah. Listen to me. Please listen to me. We've been friends a very, very long time, and I'm telling you, you gotta dump this girl.
What you mean dump her? We're not even going out.
That's the point, Nick. Whatever it is you don't have going on, it has got to end.
Okay. For all those who listen to this clown, Nick Persons will never be in the friend zone. Understand that and believe that.
Friend zone, friend zone, friend zone. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Go.
Nick, thank you so much. You are such a great friend.
The friend zone is for losers only. Please unload your friend and